So I recently watched these old videos of mine, and it's quite funny. I yeah, quite embarrassing really. But I thought I would post an update on my life. I haven't really done another video for probably about 3 years now, and I thought it'd be interesting to catch up and post a new one. So a lot has changed. You might notice that I am I'm actually located in England now, which has had a profound effect on my speech and how I express myself. I'm going back to the States kind of soon, but I've been here for a while, and I don't think it'll quite go right away, which is going to be interesting because I'm going to be back amongst my own, and I'm still going to sound like this, so I can't help it. It just happens. I spent any amount of time around British people, and I just can't not talk like this. So anyway, that's why. I also sound like hell right now because I'm sick, and um, normally I would be opposed to being on camera when I am ill, but it has good effects on my voice, and I don't have access to my Apple Register, so because I'm not on here yet. Uh, let's see a quick rundown of the last 3 years. Um, about the time that the videos cut off, I shortly thereafter got into a relationship with a gentleman who some of you may know, some of you may still be friends with, and for a lot of complicated reasons I won't get into. I ended up deciding that I should try and be his girlfriend instead of his boyfriend, because at the time I didn't realise that they were non-binary identities. I now identify as genderqueer, well, as a genderqueer trans guy, which I'll explain in a minute, but at the time I was convinced that because I was a feminine person and because um, I was having some second thoughts about tea and the effects of tea, and I just really wasn't ready yet. Oh, cold. um, I was convinced that that meant that I should just be a girl, and so I spent a lot of time trying to be a woman, and it didn't really work out so hard. I fail at being a woman, and anybody who really knows me that well, that's really, really immediately obvious. But anyway, so I'm not more animated. I'm really feeling like hell and I'm knackered because I haven't slept really more than like 4 hours in the last 2.5 days, something like that. I don't even fucking know at this point. But anyway, like I said, my voice sounds good, so I'm gonna post a fucking video. God damn it, I'm gonna post a fucking video. Uh, but anyway, so uh, I tried being a binary guy. The issue is more the tug of my sex versus my gender. Um, and in subsequent years, I realised that I could transition to be physically male. In my opinion, those who do not physically transition but still see their bodies as male, for those who are born female, so that's completely legit. I'm not trying to take away from that, but I'm not happy with where my body is right now, and I want to transition it to where I start to see it as male and I start to feel like it's male. But I don't identify as a man because it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit any better than woman did, and for a while I just thought I was a really screwed up person, and then I finally met other genderqueer people, and I realised that's it. It's perfect. It took a lot to get there, and a lot of convincing from my friends, and a lot of who do you think you're fooling conversations with them. Um, but it's good. I'm finally happy. I'm finally comfortable. I'm finally able to just be me, and I'm a lot more mature. If you watch my old videos, please don't. But if you do, I'm not that mature. Not that I'm particularly wise or ascended to some higher wisdom or knowledge, but I have lived a bit more, and I look back on that as a time that I was happy, but not quite where I needed to be, and my politics weren't what they should be, and I was easily sucked into the HBS syndrome types. Yeah. And I kind of measured my gender compared to cis people, and now I'm not like that. Now I don't give a fuck what a cis man's body is in compared to my body. We're both male physically. Um, the line between being genderqueer and being like a really feminine gay man for me is kind of dodgy. It kind of because there's a serious lack of third gender ways of referring to oneself. I tend to, if I have to default, if I can't immediately like come up with something on the fly, or if I've already worked it out, I'll default to male because it feels more comfortable. Not because it's better, but just that's how I see my body, and it's more comfortable than female because female has been forced on me my entire life. So, anyway, so if I say, I'm an incredibly gay man, that's why I'm not really like macho Rambo man. I tried to be a couple times and it never worked. My favourite thing to do is do what I like to call macho femme, where my presentation is I take things that are stereotypically male, like suits, ties, that sort of thing, and make them really feminine and really glittery, and just do sort of like a male femininity type thing. And it's so on the line, really pushing the limits of male to the point where I just identify as genderqueer. It makes more sense, and it kind of explains it, or rather, clears mud. It makes it more confusing for people who don't understand, and that's okay, because if they don't already understand, I don't really give a shit. I've kind of joined the camp of I'm not gonna fucking educate you, especially if you're trying to get in my trousers. I'm not gonna do it. I don't do one-on-one shit with people who are interested in me. I'm not really interested in you. If I have to give you a lecture on trans people and non-binary people, I don't want to deal. So, this has happened enough that I'm kind of jaded and cynical about it. The last videos you would have seen of me, I would have been like, yeah, I'm not educated about trans issues. Saving the world after a while gets really old. But anyway, I still do education, but it's on my terms, and I'm not gonna be that person that you can just ask questions of at any random time, because it's not what I do anymore. I'm also going by a different name. For the sake of this account, you can just call me RJ if you like. I have a real life name that I like a lot better, but I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious of my identity on the internet. And so, I'm not going to tell you my real name. You can just fucking call me RJ, and it really doesn't stand for anything anymore. So, do know that. I think that covers about what I was going to say. But that's my check-in, and I'll catch up on my life for anyone who gives a shit, which is probably nobody, but I don't know. I really wanted to kind of have a then and now thing, so that's really what this is. Nothing earth-shattering. But I really hope to do I have a new account under the online name that I use now, and it's kind of connected to my real life name in some places. So, if you really, really want to follow this, you can email me. You can email me at falconfire, falcon like the bird, fire like the element. 1379, like the numbers in my current title. And you can just email me at Gmail, and ask me, and I'll decide whether or not I want to send you current information. But anyhow, yeah. So if you like, you can send me a message and follow my new videos. Otherwise, adieu. But this is me 3 years later.